Yes. Okay, baby.
And not far from where the Steelers' former homes at Three Rivers Stadium, Forbes Field once stood, we are at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
On the visitors' sideline, their head coach. His guys, they should come in rested and ready off that midseason bye. His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys stuck in a bit of a losing streak right now, hoping the home fans could help them get out of this slump. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive.
Yes.
And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. They work now on 2nd and 9. Off play action. McMillan on the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Back to throw. McMillan got Dobbs over the middle. And he will have the Steelers first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
And the Steelers first down. First down at the 39-yard line.
Yes.
Now a handoff to Chandler. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 40.
Come on, baby.
This is 2nd and 8. Here's Chandler. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2. When you talk about this Seahawk defense, against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
When they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 33.
This one you can try and get a tight end in space. They like this matchup, so they're going to let their 2 receivers to his outside, run simple little short routes, hoping to soak up the secondary. And that'll free up space for their tight end on a corner route to make a big play.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
And he's able to get it
Yes,
to the
baby.
2-yard line. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Second and goal.
Oh, I can't hear you.
Looking to throw. McMillan. And in for the Steelers touchdown. A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Steelers are on the board first here this afternoon. Boswell good with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Make it 2 weeks in a row now. He's kind of been Johnny on the spot. A fumble recovered last week, and now 2 in a row.
Reminds me a little bit of an old teammate of mine. We used to call him the Vulture because he would swoop in and clean up after the play was made. But, boy, we said it with a lot of affection because he made a lot of game-changing plays by getting to the football that had been let loose.
What was your nickname, by the way?
Can you go get me some water, guy, please? The rest of us are
all right. Too humble.
First down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete. Well, this defense for the Seahawks very strong in that victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Here we go. Out of the gun now on third down.
I'm coming, Mama.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Challenge, and you know that those coaches hate to use those red flags too early, but this one turns out to be successful. Extra point put through by Boswell, and that'll make the score 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. They begin on the ground with Guerrero. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They'll set up the throw. And his throw here is incomplete. You look at the Steeler defense. They enter this one down to the 26th position in the NFL against the run.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. And looky there, Charles, just acquired, already making an impact on the defensive side of the football.
Maybe not a superstar, but he does a few things well, and I think they'll emphasize that in his new role with this team.
And some space here. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Quickly into the hands of Mims. And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw. McMillan. Now he's going to step up and run. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. 7 yards left for second down. Ball at the 10. In motion right, Dobbs. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Here's 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Looking to throw. McMillan. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Boswell's kick is good. And that'll make this 17-0 here in the opening quarter. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The ball now going back over the Seattle Seahawks offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll try the middle with Garindo. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. They're going to look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
They're going to try and throw. He'll try to do it himself. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
He's certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the first down.
17-0 our score after 1. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Now a play fake here on 1st down. A complete once again to Watson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Touchdown! A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
What do you want?
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They run it with Chandler. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
At the 39-yard line.
And here's a quick throw out to Mims.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
He's got a man complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 43. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And here's Freiermuth again. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Gain of 21 more yards. That's another Steelers first down.
In motion, the tight end.
10 at the 22-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's complete to Chandler on the check down. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
First and goal at the
Again, he'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Ty Chandler, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. On play action, they'll throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back to throw now on first down. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Hand off. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Looking to put a drive together.
Covered by the Steelers.
19 Tiger.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Back to throw. McMillan. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here comes 3rd and about a foot.
Let's go now.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
14 yards. That's another Steelers first down.
Now wasted time going right back to DK Metcalf. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. He's got his tight end Fryermuth right side. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Back to throw again. Now a run here off the RPO. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. taken down behind the line. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, McMillan. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. It's their quarterback as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point put through by Boswell. And a rout is on here in this first half. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. An anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll throw now on the final play. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call it a timeout. And he has got it from 55 yards away. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL.
Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Seahawks. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
So a PI call going to cost him there defensively. What did you see?
Well, I think it's the right call, partner, because sometimes we'll see officials kind of let them play. But by the letter of the law, that's definitely a penalty.
And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good.
As we prepare for these games, we've noticed offensive coordinators have had an expanded playbook on two-point conversion tries because they never know when they may have to use it during a game.
But that also means the defense probably has more for these situations too, right?
No doubt about it. I think for the most part, defenses will be aggressive on two-point tries. They want to get after the offense and make them force the issue.
And here the defense wins. Looking to put a drive together. Big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
First play of the drive. Excellent run. Just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
He's going to keep this again. The 20. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Marking down at the 9. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. So this play, until recently, only something you probably expect to see in a college game, but running quarterbacks are certainly in vogue, and this turned into a big play.
And you and I both know that for a long time, coaches worried about their quarterbacks taking too much punishment, running plays like this, and they still worry about it. But when you can break off big chunks of yardage like that, it's worth the risk. Plus, you're coaching that quarterback to see those guys coming and get down before the big hit occurs.
Here's Chandler again. And this time he is in. Touchdown Steelers. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And as the two teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this out to the 29. Seattle now ready to march out of the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And that is incomplete.
That's a lot.
Well, they have that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll look to throw here on first down. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He finds Smith and Jigba. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Okay, ready?
That's another Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
65, cut 19, cut 19, 19 side, 19.
They go play action here on first down. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A rise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. Now it's 2nd and 10. On the give, it's Galindo. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 40-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he finds Forsett. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. First and 10 in the red zone. He'll drop to throw. This is caught. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's Galindo. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Isaac Galindo, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. They'll try and run it here. And the Seahawks get a bit closer.
Well, they couldn't be happy that they were having to stop a 2-point conversion because that means they gave up a touchdown. But a little solace there. You saw some good gang tackling, stacking him up before he can get to the end zone.
We talk about offensive units putting in more 2-point period sessions in practice. Defensively, do you do the same?
Absolutely. You have to because you never know how aggressive these offenses are going to be in games nowadays.
Looking to put a drive together.
Hey, check that, check that. 70.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Now 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Count.
Operating from the gun, McMillan. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. Here is 3rd down and 4.
On the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Looking to throw. McMillan targeting the out route, and he completes this to Metcalf. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37.
Back to throw. McMillan. He finds his man, complete. That's Chandler. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The catch and run good for 24 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Check.
They'll get this out wide to Metcalf. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Check. Ready. Hawk 7.
They'll look to throw again. That's complete to Dobbs. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the back.
Ida, leave the fucking door alone.
A 50-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Every hit they hit is a fucking hit stick.
Pass there to the 21. Working to put a drive together. Now a play fake here on first down. And it's incomplete.
He's jumping at every ball. My guys are jumping at the ball instead of just fucking catching.
2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
And the Seahawks, first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And quickly, they get to the line.
16 yards. That's good for a Seahawks.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
15 more yards.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Damian Martinez from 21 yards away. And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 42-yard line.
2nd and 4. Oh, He's got him in.
That's why I didn't get on the middle.
Complete.
He's right there.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 31. Looking to throw. McMillan. They'll find Metcalf. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 24-yard line.
Get it.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Open man, that's the tight end fire move. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Pat Fryer move. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Steelers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. Complete to Forsett. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Back to throw now on 1st down. That throw right sideline is complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. He finds his receiver, Watson. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll set up a throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24.
It's a pickup for 6. Brings up 2nd.
Back to throw here. He gets this complete to Shaheed. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
70. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 19 Lions. 70 Rangers. Let's go.
Back to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Let's go now. 60 by 6. 60.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now.
19 sight. 19. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Cut 19. Cut 19. Ready.
Looking to throw. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. They'll try and throw for it. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And this is going to be caught. So they do get it. And the 2 points. Now they're back down to a 1-score deficit. New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They've dropped 4 straight games coming into this one, remember, but they have the lead here. Looking to put a drive together. Hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun. McMillan. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have recovered.
With that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
Here's a 2nd and 7. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
This motherfucker, bro. He's just already
on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll find the open man. That's complete.
Out man. The road to the side. Why? I'm not knocking why. Why is a great player? But get the fuck out.
To get right back into this football
Yeah,
game.
got me fucked up.
They'll drop the throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Seahawks have made it a 1-score game again. Here the 4th. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
Let this team do this to my team.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. 1-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That man tries to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
Jack Panther, 19, Tiger, 19.
Now Chandler. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Here now a 3rd down and 8. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. He'll air this one out for Mims.
I'll try not with the dicks. What's wrong with you?
Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Ariza is on to punt here as he gets this one away. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. This is 1st and 10. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 on 2nd down. Back to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Well, this crowd making it hard to hear. This is 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A gain of 19 yards. That's good for the Seahawks. First down.
Back to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth.
Warriors, let's go now. 19, 18, Panther 11, Panther 11, 19, Lions. Ready to run?
He'll look to throw. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout. He's back to throw.
Look at that.
On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Robbing this shit out of us.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now, I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a timeout is inbounds.
Yeah, the Seahawks are going to be set up with a first and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. Martinez.
Fuck y'all.
Touchdown, Seattle. What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead. And also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win.
They got
They can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
And he returns this to the 22. So now the Steelers
take your quarterback and win this game.
20 seconds to go. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on first down.
Here we go.
It's going to continue. What the fuck? What's the fuck they will try to play?
Throwing to start the drive. McMillan.
They will get it there. There you go. On that time out.
5 yards.
They ain't going to barely face. I'm about to say. Stupid ass.
The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Now 2nd and 4.
Oh, hell.
Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and
Y'all
final
won't get me
timeout.
like that, buddy.
And as the two teams talk it over on their
Y'all
respective
won't
sidelines,
get me like
we
that.
take a
You
break.
just see that dumb ass shit.
Okay,
Here comes 2nd down.
Cougar 19.
Operating from the gun.
You're
McMillan.
going to go out the rule.
Inside the 30. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with
That's
5
fucking
seconds.
hilarious, man. That's hilarious.
First and 10 at the
Alert!
23-yard line.
Alert!
That's
Get it.
hilarious.
One final shot. They'll look to throw.
Give me that shit, bitch. That's for trying to cheat. You bitch ass motherfucker. Try to cheat me. Fuck y'all. The fuck off your own field, bitch.
Seal this football game.
Throw it to a fucking running back. Give me that, bitch.
Charles,
All
normally
right,
when you see a
Metcalf,
good score
make
this
that
many
catch over
points,
the
it's a
fucking
complete
roof.
blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close,
How many points
high-scoring
we scored in
affair.
that second
Brandon,
half?
I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Seahawks, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Bitch ass niggas, bro. 30 points in the fourth quarter to come back. He said 500 in the first half. Fuck bitch ass niggas, bro. That shit just pissed me off, bro.
back room washing dishes. You look like a project kid. Look at your face, bro. Come here. I'm not done talking to you.
I'm right here today. Because I'm pissed the fuck off.
Why?
But I had just had a conversation with you earlier. And for you to talk to me like that and I won't even yell it.
Because you're sitting here talking about.
We just had a conversation and I said I didn't want your mom taking it. If that was the case, you should have never brought up that I go in early. If that was the case, I would have just took the
But
fuck
I
off.
figured you knew that I did not go in early because the time that I called you and let you know that I was there.
When you called me the first time you was here, it was like 9:30.
9:30, and I still had to get her finished dressed, and not to mention, I still
I
had
understand that,
dog
Savannah.
out here
I
around.
understand all of that, Savannah, but I wasn't told none of that. You made it feel like you was going out the fucking door when you called me. I know you don't want me to call you while you driving. I got to work at 9:45. When you called me, I was just pulling in. So that made me feel like you was already getting ready, because you was already up when I left.
I was in the gaming room smoking a cigarette when I called you.
Go in the room. Go in the room. If I tell you again, I'm going to beat the fuck out of you. Go in the room. Because y'all pissing me the fuck off tonight. Go in the room. Get your ass back on the bed like you would. Don't be trying to show off when I come in.
God damn it!
She's fucking trying. She crawled over your leg.
Fuck!
Takes out her.
Get off of it! Sit down, dude! You do too damn much.
But you always watching it.
We still haven't finished that fucking movie. Put it down! Stop touching it! Come on, bro! You never say stop touching it?
She talking about she fucking hungry. Fed her as soon as she got here. That's why I was just asking. I was like,